Okay, here we go. Kinda like name an NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Hey everyone, welcome to Ajay Discusses Movies, a show in which I discuss movies, both old and new. Today I'm joined by a guest. His name is Nick Ferreira. He is a Boston comedian. He performs mostly within the area. And here we're going to discuss the Safdie brothers film titled
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, directed by
Edit out the gap in there, the 3-second gap.
Uncut Gems, directed by the Safdie brothers. Stars
Idina Menzel.
Idina
in the role of Adam Sandler's wife. The role of her life, I would argue. Is there a time for questions? Can I do questions before we start? Can I do that? Are we playing by those rules?
The film stars Adam Sandler, Idina Menzel, Julia Fox, Kevin Garnett.
Julia Fox. Come on,
Hachi
Machi.
We tasked Nick Ferreira to do a Mark Norman impression, so that is why he is
Comedy.
with the shades.
I'm gay.
He actually did reply to a video of ours recently, so
get out of town.
I'll show you the receipts. But the film,
these are staying on.
Yeah, what is the film about?
The film is about love. It's about hate. It's about racism towards Jews, mostly.
There are a lot of Jew jokes.
There's a lot of Jew jokes, a lot of Jewish people.
What the is it with you Jewish in basketball anyway? Huh?
I'll have you know, the first 2 points scored in the NBA was a Jew.
So the film stars Adam Sandler as Howard Ratner, who's a bit of a gambling degenerate.
Yes.
He's a bit of a gambling addict, and he needs to repay the loan sharks that are out to get him. And it's basically a 2-hour encapsulation of Howard Ratner's adventures of trying to pay back the loan sharks while also getting in with more bets at a time in which betting was not really as prevalent as it is today.
Pre-DraftKings.
Yeah, pre-DraftKings, pre-FanDuel.
Takes place, what, 2012?
2012, yes, when Kevin Garnett and
small
the Celtics.
iPhones.
Yeah, small iPhones. You can see the iMessage and how old it is.
Yes.
But we're jumping ahead of the bush here. Nick, what were your overall thoughts on this film?
Overall thoughts, I mean, God.
Sorry, it's my OCD. Man.
No, do it again. I think overall thoughts, I love it. I think Adam Sandler, man, what a career. First foray into serious movies, is it? Can we say that?
More or less. I would say Punch Drunk Love, which was directed by T.T. Anderson, was like the first film that was actually serious and wasn't like a Happy Madison production. But
yeah.
Sir, the bathroom was just torn apart.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
No.
You didn't just smash up the bathroom?
No.
Well, who did?
I don't know.
Sir, your hand is bleeding.
But I think it spoke to the present moment we're in. Even maybe it's more prescient. Like, it's more relevant now than it was then, because I feel like we were talking about the DraftKings and the FanDuel and the gambling and the addiction. I feel like that's all gone through the roof since the movie came out. And back then it was just like this thriller, crazy story. Is he going to pay them? Is he going to make his money back? But now it's just like, there's everywhere. We're all mad about that. We're all thrilled.
If Jerry were here, Jerry, get on the pod.
Jerry, get on the pod.
Jerry, I know he's savage. Come defend your movie. Yeah. If Jerry were here, I think he would make some horrible statement about what's going on in the Middle East, and then.
I mean, I do agree with you. I think now more than ever, like, the film is definitely a lot more prescient than it ever has been because of just how widespread gambling is and how it's like seeped into every part of sports. You can't turn on a sports channel without like being inundated with FanDuel ads and DraftKings ads. What I really liked about this film is that even though it's like a 2-hour and 15-minute film,
is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't
the
feel
Julia
like
Fox
that.
scenes last 3 hours alone. That's crazy.
It doesn't feel like that.
2:15.
It feels like an hour and 30. And part of it is because of the fact that the Safdie brothers are so well known for their incredible pacing, but the way in which they're able to shoot the film.
Yeah.
There are a lot of close-ups in this film, a lot of zoom-ins. There are several conversations that are happening all at once.
Yes.
When I first watched this film, which was like back in like 2020, early 2020, first time I watched it, I felt like I had a migraine. I felt like I had a head rush.
Yes.
I felt like this constant sense of paranoia and dread after I finished watching the movie. But on rewatch, I don't feel that way. It's not like
well, you know where it's going.
Yeah, I know where it's going, but more importantly,
it's no Happy Gilmore 2. It's no Happy Gilmore 2. Electric Boogaloo.
But like when you watch the film now on rewatch, you realize that like everything is well intentioned, everything is purposeful.
Sure.
And it adds to the context of the film.
I was on Reddit before this. I don't go on Reddit ever. But I was like, I got to take the temperature of the room. And there was a Reddit thread from the last year. And it was basically like, Uncut Gems, how do we feel about it? And most people were like, it's good. It's Sandler's third best film behind Jack and Jill and Happy Gilmore. And then most people were like, yes, it's fun, Safdie, everyone likes it. And then there were a couple people that were like, it's so mid, it's overrated, and I don't know who to believe. I think some people just try to curve the public. They try to fade what everyone else is doing. But it seems to have a pretty positive reception even 6 years later.
I would argue it's like one of the best films of the 2010s easily.
There we go.
I would argue. I mean, to me, like when I think of like the best films of the 2010s, and this is just going off like the top of my head.
Yes.
It's The Social Network by
Sure,
Fincher.
Of course.
Uncut Gems. It's Bong Joon-ho's Parasite.
Oh, yes.
Probably some Scorsese film, probably Silence. I have to put a Scorsese film in there.
Fair.
But yeah, I mean, those are just off the top. Inside Out. Inside Out. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Shrek 4. Shrek Forever.
Yeah. But I think what makes this film so special is that this is definitely like the best entryway into the Safdie brothers.
Oh yeah,
universe
for sure.
Because I did watch the other films that they made. I did watch Good Time as well. Fun fact about that film.
Hit me.
When Heaven Knows What, this was like their second sophomore film. When Heaven Knows What came out, when they had the still and the poster, Robert Pattinson reached out to the Safdie brothers and said, hey, I would love to star in a movie of yours. Now, the Safdie brothers, after they made Heaven Knows What, wrote the script for Uncut Gems, but they couldn't find any funding. So when Robert Pattinson reached out on a whim...
Weird for a bunch of... folks.
Yeah, New York City ones at best too. That's crazy. So Robert Pattinson reaches out to them. They're not able to get funding for Uncut Gems, but since he reached out to them, they're like, okay, we'll just create an entirely new script on a whim. Okay. And that's how Good Time was created.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which I actually prefer Good Time over Uncut Gems. But that's because it's a little bit shorter on the shorter end, and it's a lot more action packed and like, intense.
Yes. I feel like the suspense is what carries Uncut Gems through all the way, not knowing what's going to happen. But if you think about it, like it covers a short period. There's not a ton that's happening. It's just like this one couple of days that's going on, and it's just like they turn the suspense up to 12, and that's what carries the movie through. It's interesting. I've never thought of it that way.
Yeah, I mean, and we mentioned the performances, but Kevin Garnett, this was also the actorial debut of Kevin Garnett.
Best athlete acting in a movie ever, maybe?
Really?
I don't know. OJ was pretty good in Naked Gun, but and in that trial.
Yeah.
And now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
I don't know.
Kevin Garnett was great in this film. I felt
he was great.
I felt as if he really played into it. I mean, even though it was set in 2012 and it was filmed in 2018, he didn't age at all.
Oh my god! I mean, it's like he never left the Celtics. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and LaKeith, I think, also did really well. He had a lot of quips, not only at the nightclub scene with the Weeknd, but also when he was going to the practice facility with Howard Ratner.
Oh yeah,
all of that I thought was really well timed.
Because I think you can run into it can take you out of it when you have a famous person playing themselves. When you have I don't know, an inexperienced actor, any of those things, and he was both, and it ended up working. So I don't know. Props to him. The Big Ticket. Is that his nickname?
Yeah, Big Ticket. Yeah.
All right.
He's from Buffalo, by the way.
I'm not from here.
He's from Buffalo. So one of my favorite scenes in this entire film was when Idina Menzel finds her husband.
Is that when she sings "Let It Go"?
Yeah, I think that's the same movie, man.
That's the same.
That's the exact same movie.
Do you want to know how I learned about Idina Menzel?
As John Travolta?
No. You know how many dads, they like want a daughter and they name their daughter like Cameron or Skylar, and it's very, I want a boy. Well, my mom wanted a gay son, I think. My mom wanted a gay son, so I grew up car rides to preschool, Wicked soundtrack playing. She played Elphaba, the green one, in the original Broadway. I can see you getting bored. She played Elphaba in the original Broadway thing of Wicked. And so that's how I first, and my mom, she had the CD and it had the liner notes. And so I knew all the names of all the gay people in the thing. And that's how I first learned about her. And then, I don't know, what a gal. Great voice.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of heading back into the movie, I thought that the best part of this entire film was definitely the moment in which he's about to get shot.
Oh, no, I can't fucking do it, What? What the f*** did you just do?
Oh, yeah.
Because
you mean when the game's playing?
Yeah, when the game's playing, when it's dialed up to 10, when you see Julia Fox's character at the casino putting her in her earnings or how much she's betting, and you just see how there's like an escalation of events that happen in the basketball game that culminates to him getting shot in the face. Fun fact, when you see the poster of Uncut Gems with him pointing, touching his face, that's the exact spot in which he was shot in the movie.
Oh, no kidding.
Easter egg.
Easter egg. I love an Easter egg.
Yeah.
I was going to drop a different Easter egg, but different film. Different film. All right.
Yeah.
So I think when she gets in the helicopter, goes to the casino, and then the guys all the guys are hitting on her. She's like, that one guy's like, come up to my room, and you're like, no, bitch, focus, you dumb idiot. And then she gets it done, and everyone starts celebrating. That's when you think you can exhale, and then boom.
Yeah.
Good ending.
Good ending. And when you see the close-in on Adam Sandler as his brains are blown out, basically, with a pile of blood, a gush of blood running out of his head, you're like, yeah, this is bittersweet. This is definitely the ending that should be deserved. Because even though, we're rooting for Howard, we're rooting for Adam Sandler's character, we know deep down that this man is complicit and this man is wrong and he's not a
he's a lot of people over.
Yeah. I mean, not just his family, but also the people that he works with as well.
Owes a lot of people money.
Owes a lot of people money. Yes, absolutely.
That's what they say. Gambling addiction, hidden addiction.
It's a hidden addiction.
No one, because it's not like, if you're drunk all the time, if you're on drugs, people can see it. People can tell you're not doing stuff. But gambling, it's kind of, he's going to work. He's got the family. He's doing everything. But this is all just kind of percolating in the background. And, his daughter doesn't seem to know, maybe thinks something's up, but
yeah, and it comes at the expense of him being able to have a relationship with his daughter and with his children.
I mean, the scene at the school play or the concert, whatever it is, I saw the movie 3 weeks ago. But when he gets pulled out, he's naked in the car, they take his clothes. It messes with everything, the family life, and he just couldn't escape.
It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, having a gambling addiction or just any addiction is just a never-ending sort of escapade into the unforeseen, basically.
Oh yeah, are you a DraftKings guy?
No.
Oh,
I don't bet. I love basketball too much.
Everyone we know is on it. I know everyone that you and I have a mutual acquaintance of. They're all gambling.
And they don't even like the sport that they're gambling on. That's the craziest part. I've seen people gamble on women's basketball. I'm like, nobody watches this stuff. No offense. I like women's basketball to watch because it's basketball.
That makes one of us. But no, I think it's the dopamine hit.
Yeah.
It's I think these people we know are these friends of ours. They have no lives. They have nothing to bring them joy. Yeah. So they're like, I'm gonna go to Encore and gamble. You know who you are. But I kid. I'm just jealous I didn't get the invite. Yeah. But no, I think, and it's like it's young people, which is funny. I think the young people are getting sucked into the gambling more than anybody, which is because, Howard in the movies, in his 40s, 50s, he's a high roller. He's made a ton of money. But I think the people the film speaks to most are our age, because we're the ones who are getting hooked into gambling now.
Yeah, for a movie that was filmed before the rise of gambling, like nationwide gambling, where gambling was legalized, it was able to be ahead of its time in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything that's happened since then has just kind of given this movie a massive tailwind where it's just become even more important. But
yeah, I mean, when you see like the influences that this film has made, or like the films that influenced this film, you look at Scorsese's After Hours. For some reason, like when I was watching this film, and maybe this is just me thinking out loud, I saw a lot of similarities between this film and Harmony Korine's work with Spring Breakers, as well as...
Now, of course, I know what that is.
Yeah,
but for the people in the room who don't, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's just debaucherous. It's just something that it feeds on debauchery and the indulgences and the hedonistic pleasures that we all have in life.
Yes.
And, it kind of reminded me of like Darren Aronofsky's work as well, the early stuff such as Requiem for a Dream. Just this devolution into madness, or de-escalation into madness. So I think in a lot of ways, like if you're a fan of this movie, definitely go and watch those as like companion pieces.
I like that a lot. Now, what is it about characters like Howard, these movies like this, these broken men? Why do we root for them so much? Is it pity? I don't understand it. Because you said a couple minutes ago, you're like, we're rooting for Howard, and I agree full-heartedly.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him, but I don't know why. I shouldn't be.
You shouldn't. I mean, yeah, I think that just shows you how great the Safdie brothers are when it comes to creating like complex characters that are able to like get you hooked into the film, and that's just what a talented director is able to do. I mean, if you look at American Psycho with Patrick Bateman, I mean, obviously we're both like kind of film bros. So when you think of that movie, you're just like, yeah, this guy sucks. But at the same time, I want to see the madness ensue.
I guess that's the anti-hero thing, right? It's the classic thing we've been talking about since Tony Soprano, even. Like, it's like, these are broken people.
Since De Niro and Taxi Driver.
Since De Niro and Taxi Driver. I should have picked that film. What a film. Clean jizz off a car. What other movie can do that?
It's a good
Come on.
Paul Schrader, man. He can't miss.
But I think, we're not, it's been, what? I mean, Taxi Driver was like 50 years ago now. Sopranos is like almost 25, 30 years ago. We're still not sick of the anti-hero, and I think it's because there's so much to be mined there. Like, it never gets old because they're broken, and it's like a mirror. We're broken, so we're like, okay, that guy is like me.
Yeah. It's a reflection of the values that we see within ourselves.
I love me some David Cornsweet. But it's not like Superman. It's different than that. It's like, because he's, I don't look at Superman and I'm like, that's not me. But I see like, I don't know. I'm rewatching The Wire. Jimmy McNulty. I'm like, that could be me. He's fucked up. He drinks a lot. He's got problems. I think that's like the same thing with Howard. It's like anyone can get themselves into like a tailspin. So maybe that's it.
What sucks about this film is that this was the last film that was co-directed by the Safdie brothers.
They split, right?
They split. Yes, they split. So I did watch Benny Safdie's The Smashing Machine a month or two ago.
Oh,
wasn't a big fan of that movie. No, it was rather uneventful. It felt very like derivative of like the other fighting films that have been out for quite some time now.
Okay.
But I am excited for Josh Safdie's movie, The Marty Supreme, starring Chalamet and Tyler the Creator and, Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary. Shark Tank. Answer me this. Is The Rock going to get the Oscar nom? I haven't seen the movie. He was getting so much buzz.
I mean, I don't think so. I think it's a tight race this year. I don't think he's going to get any nominations because the film made no money in the box office.
I think the two biggest losers of this last month in cinema is The Rock and Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. Everyone's like, Christy, she's going to get the Oscar nom. Yeah. She's going to,
She's been tanking in the box office. Not just with this film with Christy, but with Americana. And
she could tank in my box office. Okay, folks.
I mean, it's kind of weird how like a person that is, maybe right, I would say probably leans right, tried to make a queer boxing movie, and a surprise to the people that are her fan base are not coming out in droves to
Interesting. I didn't know she was gay, Miss Christie. I didn't even know she was sick.
Yeah. Are there any negatives with Uncut Gems?
Oh, man. I mean, sure. I mean, it's not a perfect film. I think you could say, I think a lot of people would say there's some underdeveloped things. We don't know a ton about. I mean, you introduce a bunch of these people into his life and then you don't see them again. You're like, what's the deal with this extended family? How's it all coming together? Is his daughter a les? Everyone's, who's this friend she's on the phone with? Who's this friend?
Yeah.
Anyone else want to know? But I don't know. I mean, I feel like probably relative to expectation, it's so far exceeded everything. But what you got? Hit me with a neg.
I mean, there's no negatives to this film. It's easy to nitpick.
Yes.
I mean, there's this one scene in which the loan sharks physically assault Howard.
Yes.
And just broad daylight. And
outside in New York.
Yeah, and you're just thinking to yourself, how is this possible?
It's just another day in the big city.
I want to be a part of
the city that never sleeps.
Yeah, but you look at that scene and you're thinking, okay, well, why is there no police involved? Why is there no law enforcement involved?
Because Zoran got rid of them. Because there isn't a police anymore. Have you done any reading? Have you watched the news? There's no police anymore. New York's gone to shit. You got a red beret I can wear. Got a red beret. Give me that Target bag. I'm put that Target bag on my head. I'll look like Curtis Sliwa, an American hero.
Please don't be glazing me here, Zoran.
Yeah,
there is no police in this movie.
Yeah, there's no police in it, and like obviously you can look at it and think, okay, it's easy to nitpick that.
Yeah.
But I feel like for what the script offers, it's tightly written out, and it's very bulletproof.
I'll tell you, tighter than Julia Fox. Am I right, folks? The bod on the gal. Yeah. It's a real shame what happened to her.
I mean, yeah.
Shame.
She's still starring in movies. She starred in Him.
I'm kidding.
She starred in Him, right? Like
I have no clue. But no, I just my thing. This was the first thing I'd ever seen her in.
Yeah.
Mind you, I saw this movie 3 weeks ago. I didn't know who she was. I'm like, who is this woman? She's gorgeous. She's acting her giant ass off. She's crushing it. I'm like, she must be a superstar. How have I never seen this woman? And then I Google her, and it looks like she's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
I don't know who this woman is, but she seems to be doing just fine.
This was definitely underlooked, this movie, because I don't think it got nominated for any Oscars. Not that the Oscars really matter now.
Oh, come on.
Maybe at the very most one, but like none for Best Director, none for Best Actor. I really hope the Safdie brothers are able to like come together again.
I would love that.
Co-direct a film, because I feel as if they embody the Harmony Korine's of the world, the Darren Aronofsky's of the world, by like really finding the beauty and the debaucherousness that the characters are put in.
Yes. Are you a big Aronofsky guy?
I do like Aronofsky.
Did you see The Whale?
I did not watch The Whale.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. He does that's a movie that really leans into like the sad and the bad part of people, and it's like, but still trying to find the good in it. But I think that was a bit too much for people.
There was a scene in which Brendan Fraser's character like falls down, and it sounds like it's from a cartoon. There's like a sound effect that's added that sounds like a cartoon, and that kind of took me out at the moment.
I saw that movie in a theater with my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it sad?
It was pretty sad, Jerry. I think there were 6 of us in the theater. This is, I don't know, probably a month after it came out, but I thought it was great. I thought Brendan Fraser deserved the Oscar. He's excellent in the movie. But it's a tough one to rewatch, because that one is a bit of a bummer, and I don't love a gay character anyway. So I don't love a gay character anyway. Kidding, folks. But I think what I do like about The Whale. This is turning into a whale podcast. But I think what I do like about it is that it's almost like a play, right? Mm. There's only 5 characters. It's very small, and it's focused on the acting. There's people are doing capital A acting in this film. And I think we live in a world of big studio films and Marvels and recycled IP and sequels. It's good to see something small and where they put a lot of care into it come out. So even if it wasn't perfect, I was happy to throw some shekels to support it. But,
it's definitely a film that could be fit on Broadway.
Oh, yeah. I think it was originally a play.
Really?
Yeah, The Whale, not Uncut Gems.
That would be schizophrenically put together. But I think with Adam Sandler, getting back into his performance, like he really does a great job at showing the more sort of darker elements of his acting.
Oh, yeah.
Because in a lot of ways, when you watch Adam Sandler, when you think of Adam Sandler, you think of Happy Madison.
Yes.
You think of all these films that are more or less just there to make a quick buck in the box office and, make money through sponsored items in the movie by, shilling Dunkachino and all that.
Yeah.
Say hello to my chocolate blend.
But I felt like this film, as well as with Punch Drunk Love, which was directed by P.T. Anderson, I feel like it's a great showcase of his material and what he can do with an actual script, and if he actually puts his effort into a film that is of quality.
Yeah, I think Oh, I know. You did a full ep on it, but I gotta hear a quick 30-second review. One battle after another hit me.
Loved it. One of the best movies of the year. Definitely go watch it.
I feel like the tide. It was underhyped. And then it came out, and everyone's like, "This is so good." And then now it's suddenly people are like, "Oh, it was mid," because everyone, like I said, everyone tries to fade the public. People are contrarians nowadays for some reason.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think you got to be genuine with your thoughts. You can't just be a contrarian.
You can't just be upset at everything.
You can't be a devil's advocate. That's
no way to live.
No one likes a.
That's how we end up with Zoran, Mamdani, in New York City. Okay. I'm kidding.
No worries. But what I liked about One Battle After Another is that it was filmed on 30mm. It was a film using actual film cameras, and it really adds and elevates the movie. But with this film, it was filmed, I think, on Arri Alexa. I'm pretty sure it was filmed digitally. And despite the fact that it was filmed digitally, it still feels like a surreal experience while watching the movie. You know, it still feels like you're in New York City, you're in the Diamond District, you're in Canal Street, as you're seeing each and every person just haggle one another, and the fact that Howard's on these phone calls and he's like getting
the walk
mad.
And talks in this film are great.
The walk and talks are great. All of it's great. Having said all that, what are your final thoughts on this film?
Oh man, 2 stars. Hated it. No, I'm kidding. I like you said, I think one of the stronger films of the decade. I hesitate to call it underrated because I think in time people have it's the consensus is that everyone appreciates it. But for some reason, I had never seen it until last month, and I had the apartment to myself. So Daddy was gonna stretch out, baby. I was like, I'm gonna watch 2 films today. Yeah. So I did, and I watched Sinners and Uncut Gems back to back, and I was like, why did I not see this 6 years ago? Yeah. I think it was because people were like, oh, it's so stressful, and I was just a little gay boy when it came out, and I couldn't handle the stress maybe, but I watched it.
You were a sophomore in college back when it was.
I was 11 when this movie came out. I was 11 years old. I had just come out of the closet, but yeah, I don't know what I was. It's like you don't know what you're missing. I'm so late to the party on so many things. I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time ever last year.
That's good. I mean, it's a 30-year-old movie. It's fine.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, watching old movies and being able to see it with fresh new eyes and with a different perspective, or when you're older, I think that's important.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you imagine watching Turner Classic Movies at like age 11, man.
Yeah, that's a bit fucked up, isn't it?
Imagine watching It's a Wonderful Life at age 11. You're like, I can't relate to any of these.
I don't understand why this guy's so upset. It's Christmas, for goodness sake.
Imagine watching like Network at 7 years old.
That's true. There's a time and a place.
Yeah, I mean 12 Angry Men as well.
12 Angry Men. It's what you could call Uncut Gems.
Basically.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean overall, my final thoughts on this film. It's definitely one of the best films of the 2010s. I really love this film. Definitely action packed. I think this is like a great starter for anyone who's interested in watching like a film that is of artistic taste or interest. If you're a guy and you're new to like films,
or if you're a woman and you're new to films and you like Julia Fox,
but I do think that this is a great entry point, and this is the Safdie brothers. I do think that this film is a great film, and despite it being 2 hours and 15 minutes, it doesn't feel like that.
Not at all.
It feels a lot shorter. And I remember I was reading a GQ profile on Robert Pattinson back in 2020.
Okay.
And he said that when he premiered Good Time with the Safdie brothers, he saw a lot of dudes that looked similar to him with Alara hats on, which is their production company. Which again shows you that the cult of personality that revolves around the Safdie brothers.
Oh yeah.
And just how if they're able to create a film together, it can generate revenue at the box office, and it will be that much more better than if they were just solo acts.
I agree. These performative males have all this disposable income. They need to spend it on things that are worthwhile.
Yeah, that are actual fun movies.
Not on matcha and other stupid stuff and laboobos and in feminism literature.
Listen, I mean, I don't hate like the fact that they went solo, Josh and Benny Safdie.
Yeah.
But it's similar to like Oasis, right? Like you can have your Liam Gallagher.
Noel Gallagher's high-flying birds.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like you want to see Oasis in the same way, in the same wavelength. You want to see the Safdie brothers because you know that together they create much better movies than they would solo.
There is not one person going to a high-flying birds gig or a Liam Gallagher gig that would not rather be at an Oasis gig. There is not one person that's there going, you know what? I loved Definitely Maybe, but my favourite thing is Noel Gallagher's high-flying.
And I think similarly, if they get back together, it's going to be like the Oasis reception where everyone's like, oh my God, it's happening. You know, I think the the box office.
Oasis reception for BU students, yes.
Exactly, yes. for people who don't know how to speak to women, they're gonna love it.
Not like us.
Not like us, folks. Just two Indian guys talking movies here. Just two Indian guys.
Abed and Richie Valens. Richie Valens here. Okay.
Did you think I was Indian when we met?
No, that was a different Indian guy that said that to you.
I'm just curious. No, I know you. I mean, I know we've never talked about this in public, but I feel like Indians think I'm Indian, and I love it. I love it.
I think people want to see a tall, confident guy and claim them as their own.
Oh, please get out of here.
Yeah.
I think, well, people think I'm what they are. I'm like a giant mirror to people.
Yeah.
Like Italians.
You're going for a Baby Driver meets Mark Norman look right now.
Am I? Is that not good?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, no. All right. Well,
anyways.
What can you do?
Anyways, guys, that has been our episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be back soon with a new guest. Talking more movies.
Who's it going to be?
We have no idea. Probably Ethan.
Yes.
But anyway,
folks,
guys,
the great Ethan Cannon.
That has been our show.